Good morning. Last class we discussed Bohr model atom. According to Bohr model, electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a circular shaped path are called shells. And so according to Bohr model, this is the nucleus. These are the shells. In these shells, electrons are revolving around this nucleus. And these shells can be numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. or can be denoted by the letters K, L, M, etc. So these are the things we discussed in the last class. So according to Bohr model, this is Bohr model atom. According to Bohr model, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in circular shaped paths, and these paths are called, this is a shell. And the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a shell, that also we discussed. In K shell, the maximum number of electrons can be accommodated is 2, and the K shell or the first shell, and in the second shell or in the L shell it is 8, and in the third shell, M shell, it is 18, and in the fourth shell, N shell, it is 32. Okay, now let us continue. So I repeat, the number of electrons that can be accommodated in a shell, K shell or the first shell, the number of electrons that can be accommodated is 2, and in the second shell it is 8, first shell 2, second shell it is 8, and the third shell it is 18, and in the fourth shell it is 32, or you can call it as first shell is K shell, and the second shell is L shell, third shell is M, and the fourth shell is N. Now, according to the modern concept, these shells have subshells. Once again, according to the modern concept, the shell or each shell has one or more subshells. This is the modern concept. So Bohr concept, electrons are revolving around the nucleus in shells. But according to modern concept, each shell has one or more subshells. So therefore, according to the modern concept, we can see, so according to modern concept, each shell has one or more subshells. Now, we can see that the first shell, that means K shell. If you take the first shell, this is the first shell or it is K shell. This K shell has only one subshell, that is S subshell. Once again, according to modern concept, each shell has one or more subshells. Therefore, the first shell, K shell, has only one subshell, that is S subshell. That subshell name is S subshell. Since this S subshell is belonging to the first shell, you can name this subshell as 1s. 1s means it is the subshell of the first shell or it is the subshell of the K shell. Similarly, if you take the second shell or L shell, you can see that for L shell there are two subshells, that is S subshell and P subshell. So the second shell or L shell has two subshells, that is S subshell and P subshell. Since these S and P subshells are belonging to the second shell, you can name this subshell as 2S and 2P. So what is 2S and 2P? 2S and 2P means they are the subshell of the second shell, or they are the subshell of the L shell. Similarly, if you take the third shell, if you take the third shell, that means M shell. This M shell has three subshells, that is S subshell, P and D. There are three subshells for the third shell. Since these subshells are belonging to the third shell, you can name this subshell as 3S, 3P and 3D. Similarly, if you go to the fourth shell, for the fourth shell there are four subshells. For the fourth shell there are four subshells since these are the subshells of a fourth shell, you can name it as 4S, 4P, 4D and 4F. Okay, once again I repeat. According to Bohr concept, the electrons are revolving in shells. But there are many disadvantages for a Bohr model. Therefore, we are introduced a new concept, quantum mechanical model atom. This is the modern concept. According to the modern concept, each shell has subshells. If you take the first shell or K shell, it has only one subshell and its name is 1S. Similarly, if you take the second shell or L shell, it has two subshells. They are 2S and 2P. Similarly, if we consider the third shell, for third shell, there are three subshells which are the 3S, 3P and 3D. Similarly, if we consider the fourth shell, there are four subshells for the fourth shell. They are 4S, 4P, 4D and 4F. So, likewise, if you consider in our school, first standard has only one division. That means, first standard. This instead of that we can take the first shell. First standard has only one division. Usually in school we are giving the division number 1A. First standard has only one division. What is that? First A. Similarly, first shell has only one subshell. What is that one? 1S. If you consider, let us say our second standard has two divisions. That means second A and second B. Correct. In all the schools it is like that. One class many divisions. So suppose in our school second division has second standard has two divisions, second A and second B. Similarly, second shell has two subshells. Instead of A and B, we are call it as 2S and 2P. And if we consider, or if you imagine that in our school, the third standard has three divisions, 3A, 3B and 3C, or third A, third B and third C. Similarly, the third shell has three subshells, which are the 3S, 3P and 3D. Similarly, if you take the fourth shell, it has four subshells, 4S, 4P, 4D and 4F. Is it clear? Okay, that's all about in this class. Thank you.